Hi, I'm Rebecca, and this is my Week 8 blog. This week, we focus on the composition teaching. As far as I remember, when I was in the third year of my undergraduate, I learned some basic knowledge of composition. We were divided into different groups and asked for to compose some different type of music. And I remember our group's mission is to create a 2 minutes electronic music. And we found a song called Untouchable from Cash Cash. And our amazing team member analyzed the different tracks from this song. So when we created our songs in the progress, we do learn a lot of things, like we learn how to use the MIDI controller, and we know we can use some elements such as the progressive house and the dub and the moon button to make a song more attractive. But when we finished the song, we found so basically it is a second version of the Untouchable and a very similar track. Even some melodies are just direct copy from the original song. And in the whole progress, because we lack the skills and the experience, so when we ask for the help from our teacher seems do not have the strong knowledge of this field. So it takes us quite a lot of time. And if I need to teach my students how to compose, what happened to me maybe will happen to them. It's quite annoying. So even though I didn't teach composition before, but after thinking about the learning experience as a student, so on reflection, I noticed the following points. So the first thing is the technical skills. I think it is quite a big problem because it including many different aspects like the structure, harmonic, and texture skills. So on reflection, I think as a teacher, I could introduce some basic knowledge and at the same time I can design some simple tests to help my students strengthen this kind of knowledge. And then I would add more information which made a little difficult. Then I also can make them to practice which is related to this field. In that way, they might have a better understanding of this new field and might complete the composition mission more easier. And the second point is the creativity and imagination. When we create the song, the first thing we need is the motive. Without it, the song may lose its soul. But sometimes it's quite hard to come up with a motive if students do not have the imaginative thinking. So, as a teacher, we need to teach the students one important point, which is music can connect it with many different fields. We could introduce, for example, the art or the drama, dance, even the lecture, extra to them. And all these different fields may inspire and stimulate their imaginative thinking. And the other keyword is support. Students need confidence. Sometimes they may come up with a very brilliant music motive, but they may are afraid of to talk or share their thoughts to students or to other students or to the teacher. So as a teacher, we need to encourage them to share the motive with others. Maybe it's not perfect, but before we give some suggestions, we need to encourage them and give them more confidence. And the last point is the contextual awareness and the understanding. Before I studied composing, we have another class which is mainly focused on analyze the different work from some well-known composers. We need to analyze the texture, the harmonic, and the other different elements from the work. We even need to know the history about that time. It is hard, but when we learned composing, it do help me a lot with this experience. I can use some of this in my song. So, as a teacher, we could give students more music repertoire and teach them how to analyze the different parts. This might provide a great help when they do the compose. So I I will think all these points over and over again and try to give my students a more interesting and effective way to learn composing. Thank you.